Pattaya feels like freedom, wild nightlife, beautiful girls, no rules, no judgment. And yeah, for a while that's addicting. But could you really live here? Or would you be chasing highs that never last? It's paradise on the surface, but is it real? Can you live the dream here, or is it a facade?
G'day, it's Dexter here, and welcome back to the channel. I've been living here just over 6 months now, so I thought I'd take stock of how things have been. The question is, has being living here in Pattaya been the dream that I envisioned it? Well, it's a bit of a loaded question. Yes, it has, but there's definitely pitfalls that you need to avoid if you want to live here and enjoy the Thailand dream. I thought I'd come for a stroll here down Soi 6, as this is the place where dreams are made for a lot of you guys when you come out here and visit Pattaya. During the day it's definitely a lot different at night, but I'll take you down the beach and we can sit down and have a chat about what are the pitfalls of living here in Pattaya. I'm here now at Lay Beach Club. I just got my drink, so let's sit down and have a chat. A lot of you guys come out here for 2 weeks at a time, live the 2-week millionaire lifestyle, and think, man, I love it here, I want to live here. Okay, that's all well and good, but I just want to give you my thoughts and my advice on what it's really like living here. If you think you're going to come out here and live the 2-week millionaire lifestyle all day, every day, I've got some news for you. You're sadly mistaken. And I actually have friends that want to move out here because they love it here, and I've already told them this advice, but you're definitely not going to be able to live like that if you want to make it out here. I want to start off by saying I absolutely love my life here in Thailand. It's nowhere else I want to be, but there's definitely some potential pitfalls that you need to avoid, otherwise your Thailand dream could turn into an absolute nightmare. I'll start off by saying that even myself, I've fallen into these traps a little bit, but thankfully I was able to avoid them to the point where it actually ruined my life here in Thailand. First two main pitfalls is the nightlife and the girls. You know, they go hand in hand together. I'll start off with the nightlife. When I first moved here, I made friends with DJs, bar managers, bar girls, etc. Pretty much people that are just involved in the nightlife. So I was probably going out about 3-4 times a week, and I was probably doing that for the first 2-3 maybe months I was here, and it just took a toll. First it took a toll on my bank account, spending too much money, but it also took a toll on my health. So I put on weight, you know, because I was drinking, and then subsequently with that eating a lot of rubbish food. It was actually making me feel pretty unwell. The thing is, people here, they ain't gonna care about your health. You know, when you're out partying, the girls, you're spending money, they just want that ride to never stop. They just want it to keep going. Second point, too much of a good thing can become bad. You come here, you find the nightlife exciting, exhilarating, but now for me, it's actually boring. I can walk down the street, you know, have all the girls yell, you know, handsome man, all that good stuff they like to yell out to you, and I'm not even moved by it anymore. Like, you know what I mean? I've heard it every time. So yeah, it definitely can become mundane. The big point, the girls will be your undoing as quick as you will allow them. You know, as I said, with the partying, it's not good for your health. You put on weight, it doesn't matter to these girls. They're still gonna be there calling you handsome man, sexy man, you know, all that good stuff that makes you feel good. You're not really gonna realize that you have a problem. And secondly, the money. So with the money, these girls will just milk you until you dry. They don't actually have any concept of you don't have money. They just think that you have money all the time. You know, I'll have girls message me all the time, oh, you're gonna come out to bar? And I say I don't have money, and I think I'm lying. Like they just think that Ferengs have like a endless line of credit or money or whatever you want to call it. I think they just think that we're fully loaded and can just party all the time. Now I want to say I definitely don't look down on bar girls. I don't think badly of them. I'm actually friends with quite a few bar girls. You know, they're very lovely people, mostly nice girls, you can have a great time. But you've got to remember the predicament that majority of them are in. You know, they come from rural areas in Thailand, and they might have family that have huge debt, which they're entirely responsible for. So they've just got to come here and work as bar girls and, you know, try and make money the best they can. If they find a potential target where they can, you know, extract as much money out of you as they can, you know, they're going to do what they have to do to get the job done. And that's just the nature of it. I think this is my biggest warning for guys that come here to Pattaya. Please don't date a bar girl. It's just going to end in tears for you. And I don't understand why, with all the, you know, there's other YouTubers videos, Pattaya veterans that have lived here for years. There's so much out there saying don't date a bar girl. But for some reason, guys think that it's going to be different for them, and it really isn't. I've already seen firsthand some guys here just get absolutely taken to the cleaners and their lives are ruined. I've had girls try to do it to me myself as well. So this one girl that I was seeing, and like I'll be honest, obviously I've partaken in, you know, the bar girls and bar finding and all that kind of stuff. People that know what I'm talking about, you know. But with this girl, there was no money involved. She'd come stay at my condo on her day off, and we'd hang out and it was cool. But then as the weeks gone by, I just noticed that, you know, the amount of time that she'd stay a little bit longer, you know, one night would turn into 2, and then 2 nights turned into 3. And then, yeah, it just got to the point where I was like, yeah, I know what's going on here. This girl's just slowly but surely trying to creep her way and live in my condo. I ended up ending it. That's another thing, guys. Talk about the 3-day rule. Like, it's actually there for a reason. Because if you get to a point where there's some sort of attachment involved, and there wasn't any attachment on my side, but there was on her side. As soon as I said, look, I don't want to hang out with you anymore, the absolute just bombardment of messages, like, I kid you not, it was just like constant. And it didn't matter how many times I said, look, I'm okay with being friends, and, you know, I'll come to your bar and buy some drinks sometime, play some pool and stuff like that, you know, so you can make a little bit of money. She just wouldn't let it go, like, just constant messaging. It was probably for about 2-3 days, like, I actually probably longer than what I should have. But yeah, 3 days of just constant messaging. And in the end, like, I just had to block her, like, on all social media. And I pretty much now avoid, like, where her bar is, because I just don't want to walk past and have to deal with it. Like, because I've been here for 6 months, and I'll be honest, like, I've got around a bit. When I go in, like, the nightlife areas, and I'll be walking down the street, I have girls running up from bars that I've, you know, spent time with, and they're upset because I haven't come and seen it again. But there's even other girls that I've talked to, and I've said, oh yeah, you know, I'll see you another time, and haven't seen them, so they're upset at me as well. Sometimes I don't even like going out because I'm just getting, like, harassed by girls, and because they just don't understand the concept that, you know, I don't have an unlimited cash supply. I actually have tried dating as well, and this is like a non-bar girl, but even then that has its own set of issues. We'd go out, you know, we'd meet up with their friends and stuff like that. And one thing you need to know, and I'm sure you've probably already heard this from other YouTubers, you know, people that live here, you go out with your girl and a bunch of her friends, you're going to be paying for everything. That's just how it is. To be honest, I don't really have an issue with that, because even for her friends, you know, having a few drinks, a bit of food, it's not that much really, comparatively speaking. But the thing that bothered me is the few times I'd go out, they'd just be there the whole time, talking in Thai, having a laugh, things like that. And I'd just be sitting there like, yeah, not knowing what's going on. You know, are they like, are they sitting there talking about me and, you know, making fun of me or whatnot, you know what I mean? And it's just not like a nice feeling, you know. It kind of makes you feel like you're an accessory that she brings out just to impress her friends, you know, like, look at me, I've got this rich Falang and he can pay for us, and, you know, we can party and stuff like that, and it makes them look good. So, like, even with that, I've stopped, like, seeing her as well. because that's definitely something I'm not gonna stand for. Like I've even seen it with foreigners here that have been in relationships with their Thai partner for a long time, and even it's still the same with them now, even though they've been together for like years. And that's just not a life that I want. If one thing I can stress from this video, guys, don't date a bargirl. Whatever you do, please just don't do it. Don't do it. Like I just see it all the time. Like they have, you would have heard, they have sponsors back home. Like one of the girls I was hanging out with, I was literally with her and she was on the phone to one of her sponsors, like a video call while I'm sitting next to her. Like she had it so he couldn't see. She was on the phone to him and he was like sending her money, and because she didn't know how to do the bank account transfer, he was asking for her Swift number. She didn't know how to do it. She asked me for help to help her have her sponsor send her money. You know, I've been in other places where girls are literally on their phone to their boyfriend for like half an hour, like FaceTiming and whatnot. As soon as they hang up, they'll go to a table with a bunch of guys and start chatting them up and hitting on them. Like, guys, if you want to come out here and have fun, cool, have fun, but don't fall into the trap. Seriously, it's just a trap. Like I said, yeah, good girls, you can have fun, but don't enter in a relationship. It's just getting into this for you. It really is. And I get it, it's hard. You know, you come here, the girls are beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful girls here, and they're like literally throwing themselves at us sometimes. And I can understand. That's hard to resist. It really is. But please just heed my advice. Well, you know, so I've talked about those things. You know, the nightlife and the bargirls. They're definitely the two biggest pitfalls. So I had my first month or two here where, you know, I indulged probably a little bit too much in that type of scene. But now I'm in a good routine and I absolutely am enjoying life here. I feel like I'm on holiday every day living here. Like it's amazing. It really is. But like I said, for you to be able to enjoy that lifestyle, you just need to stay away from those big pitfalls. And if you can successfully do that, you can have an amazing lifestyle out here. You really can. I mean, what's not to love? Beautiful weather, you got the beaches, you got a nice beach club like I am out here at May Beach Club. Beautiful girls. I know I've been a bit doom and gloom about the girls, but yeah, if you can just keep that mindset that it's just about having fun, having a good time, you can enjoy the company of beautiful girls here and, you know, not have a care in the world. Same with the nightlife. Yeah, the nightlife's fun, but like anything, if you do it too much, then it just becomes mundane and boring. That would definitely be my biggest point. Just keep the nightlife to a minimum and, you know, have fun once in a while. With that, that's pretty much just my thoughts and advice so far on living here in Pattaya. You know, it definitely is a dream, not a nightmare, but if you don't avoid the pitfalls that I'm just talking about, it can undo you very quickly, and living here will be an absolute nightmare. I thank you for taking your time to sit with me and hear my thoughts and advice on living here in Pattaya so far. If you got any questions, feel free to just put them in the comments, and will happily answer any question you have about living here in Pattaya, Thailand in general. Cheers, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on my next video. Until then, have a great day and goodbye.